Hello, my name is Jason. I'm taking the college course in public speaking. Education is an important factor in life. Education is related to crime, poverty, and income. Your education level can dictate your chances of being incarcerated. Your education can also increase or decrease your chances of living in poverty depending on your education level and whether or not you're male or female. The higher education you have, the more income you have. Education is related to crime in a lot of ways. There is a high percentage rate of inmates in United States prisons who only have a high school diploma or lesser education. There is also a connection between males with some education to no education. Table 8.3 chart shows a lot of inmates are under the age of 35 and 93% of them are males. More than 80% of inmates have just a high school diploma or less than high school, which states that the higher education you have, the less likely you'll be incarcerated. Education and poverty are related in a lot of ways. Based on figure 10.8, there is a high rate of poverty among people who drop out of high school. On average, for all racial ethnic groups, 3% graduate college, while the 25% who drop out of high school are more likely to end up in poverty. The children who are affected by poverty the most are Latino, African American, and Native American children. Females are the majority minority because there are more females compared to the male population in the United States, but females are at greater risk of poverty than males. Females who are single, give birth, and have no education are at greater risk of living in poverty than any other minorities in the United States. Females earn only 70% of what males earn. Females who have a college degree have less of a chance of living in poverty. Income is related to education because men earn more income than women do. The gender gap shows that the higher education both gender has, the more income they earn, but men still earns more income than women of the same education level. Around 80% of Americans graduate high school compared to just 30% who graduate college. That's a 50% difference rate and a huge difference factor between the two education levels. The fact states that the higher education you have, the more income you earn. Education is important in a lot of ways. One reason why education is important because the higher education you have, the less chances you have of being incarcerated. Education is related to poverty because your education can determine whether or not you end up living in poverty. Females are at greater risk of living in poverty, and since females earn lesser income than males do, females should keep pursuing education past high school. The more education you have, the more income you will earn compared to less education. From all the reasons I've just stated, that's why education is important.